Yo, what's up everybody? It's Drewberry, and this is going to be a really quick video just going over the spotlight schedule because every week these cards are going to be rotating, and I think it's quite important to save up your spotlight caches for that week that you really want to open either that new card or maybe a missing Series 4 or 5 card that you have yet to acquire. So in this video, it's going to be really quick because I just have some graphics that I wanted to share with you guys so that you guys can just take a screenshot and then you can have that on your phones or on your desktops or anything like that to refer to. There's a few websites that already have this information, so feel free to go there. There's Snap.fan, Marvel Snap Zone, fantastic resources. But I personally like to just have pictures on my phone so that I can just be like, hey, what's coming up this week? And then just check that. So this is a quick example of what it's going to look like when we get into it. Like for instance, we have the Series 5, Series 4, and big bets. So I'm clarifying about those because you got to understand the value that's going into each week based on the cards that they're selecting. The little mystery thing over here, so this thing right there, that is in reference to the mystery Series 4 or 5 card. It's a random Series 4 or 5 that you may already own, and if you do already own it, it's going to end up being a random variant. Not a huge fan of that. Didn't expect that. It's kind of a bummer when that's the thing you open when you're trying to get that new card, but regardless, this is data mined information, so this is subject to change. It's not necessarily official, but it seems to be the plan that Team Second Dinner has laid out for the next 2 months. So let's get to it. All right, so go ahead and take a screenshot right now. So this is kind of the layout for July. As you can see, we have Jean Grey, Echo, Legion, Mirage. Those are the 4 cards that are going to be coming out. We're already actively in the top left quadrant. So that's where Jean Grey, the Art Germ variant, is the featured variant for her. And then you also got Null and Living Tribunal as the 2 cards that are being featured. Now, of course, how these work is you can only actually get these variants if you previously owned the cards. So the Spotlight variants will be obtainable after you've acquired all of the cards or all of the potential rewards that are in those Spotlight caches. But it gives you an idea of what the cards are going to be if you don't own them and the variants that you can get if you do own them. And when I'm looking over these, honestly, I think the best week is actually Legion, but I don't know about Legion, so that's tough. But if you don't have High Evo, you don't have Darkhawk, I think that's a really good week. I've seen a lot of people making videos about, maybe you should save for this week or that week. Honestly, I think it depends on what you like, what you're missing. So I just wanted to give you guys the info. So take a screenshot of this one now. Let's check out August. And here is August. So I did a data mine video talking about these 4 cards, which look really exciting. It's focused around the destroy, discard, kind of synergistic cards there. We got Dakin coming up as the season pass card, and the 3 cards that are going to be featured are Galactus, Nimrod, and Spider-Ham. Some pretty awesome variants there, and a big bad rotating in never hurts. So I think that's actually a pretty good month, but it's an interesting one when it's a season pass card. I don't know if it's necessarily worth using Spotlight reserves because you don't really have an opportunity to get a new card unless you don't own these. Then we have Lady Deathstrike the week following, and then X-23 and Silver Samurai. For the most part, I think this is really skippable, at least when I'm looking at it. I'm not too interested in the variants per se. I do like X-23. I think those variants are pretty awesome, and the card itself looks pretty fun. But for me, as I was talking about in my last data mine video, I am just saving up for September, which we don't have a lot of information on, but I do have one more week to show you guys. So take your picture now, and we're going to move on right now. And this is the last week that we have information on, the Loki week. So we do know that Jeff is actually going to be showing up. He didn't show up in all the previous weeks. They're trying to mix it up. The first duplicate here is actually Null, so that's kind of interesting. He doubles down, but then you got Ghost Spider in there. This week is the most tempting to me, to be honest, because that Jeff Dan Hip is fire. The Ghost Spider Venomize is amazing, and that Null I think is actually better than the one that currently being offered. So I'm tempted to try for this one, but there's so many good cards in September. I think that's where I'm going to hoard my Spotlight caches. So that's it. That's pretty much it, the video. I just wanted to share those graphics. I think I'm also going to post them in the Berryverse Discord. If you're not already in there, jump in. Link in the description below, talking about custom cards and all kinds of things. Snap. Such a great community. I'm super proud of it. And I also just wanted to take this moment to just say thank you so much for everyone who supported the channel. Just, come and hang out with me on streams. Always tuning in for the videos, watching. If you're you're subscribed, I super appreciate it. If you're a Berry Knight, I super appreciate you. Yeah, it's been a wild ride, and I just am so thankful for it all. Thank you so much. That is going to do it for me. So I hope you're enjoying the new economic system. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. It's actually got me a little bit up and down right now. I don't know where I land. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.